Hello there. In this video, I'm going to help you overcome your fear of speaking English. And I'm going to do it in a completely new way. The reason it'll be different than what you've probably experienced is because in addition to being a certified American accent trainer with over 13 years of experience, I am also a confidence coach that can help you work on your mindset while speaking English, so you have the confidence to use your voice and go after your dream. So today I'm going to help you understand fear and why it's holding you back from speaking up in English. Then I'm going to teach you 3 strategies that you can use today to help you overcome your fear of speaking English, even while speaking with native speakers, which is always the greatest challenge for my students. So let's first talk about fear. What is fear? Fear is a feeling. It's an emotion that is felt in our bodies. I think it's important to pay attention to what fear feels like in your body. Some describe it as a tightening of the stomach, a faster heartbeat, shaking hands, or a block in the throat. You will often hear people say to take a deep breath when you're feeling fear, because the flow of a deep breath helps break up these sensations that rise up in the body when you're experiencing fear. So we know what fear is and what it feels like, but where does it come from? Often it feels like it comes out of nowhere and takes over your body, which can feel very out of control. Well, I'm happy to tell you that fear is a feeling, which means it comes from the thoughts in your head. All of your feelings come from your thoughts. This is a big topic that I teach in my online course because this understanding changes everything when it comes to creating more confidence in your life. Now, there are those rare moments when your brain skips the thought level and jumps straight to action when you're feeling fear. For example, when someone or something sneaks up on you and sneaks up on you unexpectedly and you jump or run or scream. My kids love to hide behind corners in our house and jump out and scare me because my automatic reactions are always pretty extreme, okay? So besides those rare situations, fear is coming from your thoughts. I want you to really sit on that idea for a minute. For some of you, this might be obvious, but to others, this is a new concept. Fear does not come from some situation outside of you, like giving a presentation in English in front of a room full of native speakers. That's not where fear comes from. If that situation was what caused fear, then everyone who gives presentations would feel the same level of fear. Does that make sense? But this just isn't true. Fear doesn't come from situations outside of you. Fear comes from your thoughts inside your mind. For example, I live in the state of Arizona in the US, which is a very dry, hot desert climate. And in this area, we have scorpions. Now, if it weren't for the wonderful man that comes to spray bug killer around our house every other month, we'd see scorpions very often. So, growing up, I had a terrible fear of being stung by a scorpion. I'd watch for them constantly so I wouldn't accidentally come across one and get stung. And these thoughts about scorpions created so much fear in my body to the point where I was having terrible dreams about them. Well, one day I got stung by a scorpion. And you know what? It hurt a lot, but I also remember thinking, that's what I've been so scared about. And, that really wasn't nearly as bad as I made it out to be in my head. Okay? And since then, I take precautions to avoid being stung. But honestly, I don't fear it anymore. That fear is no longer there. And I want you to understand that the change didn't happen outside of me. The change happened in my mind by changing my thoughts about being stung by a scorpion. Okay? Now, I know you can do the same when it comes to speaking English. You can overcome your fear of speaking English by shifting the way you think about it. And I'm going to give you 3 strategies today that will help you do that. Number 1, recognize why you feel fear about speaking English. The reason you feel fear about speaking English is because of your fear of rejection or judgment from others. Now, this is not something to feel embarrassed about. We all feel fear of judgment because this is how our brains are wired. We are wired to belong to groups because this is a survival technique for us. For our ancestors, belonging to a group literally meant survival. The group, the tribe, the family, the community, whatever you want to call it, that was our best method to stay alive. Without these groups, we could possibly starve, freeze, or get eaten by a wild animal. So it's no wonder that our brains are on high alert when we feel like we might not belong or be accepted by a group. So that's the first strategy. Recognize that your fear is your brain's attempt to keep you safe. Your brain is saying, don't make mistakes. Don't risk being rejected by other people. Just stay silent and blend in so that you can be accepted. Now, you have the choice to continue to follow your brain's natural patterns and stay silent and fearful, or you can take control and do something different. Which brings me to strategy number 2 for overcoming your fear of speaking English, which is use your proactive brain. So your reactive brain, which is your amygdala back here, this part of your brain has the job to tell you to run away and hide when you feel fear. But your proactive brain, or your frontal lobe right here, is your more mature brain. It's responsible for thinking, planning, follow through, and logic. When you use your proactive brain, you have the power to overcome your fear of speaking English. Now, fear or nervousness while speaking English might never completely go away for you, and that's okay. When you use your proactive brain, you're able to say, all right, brain, I know you're trying to protect me, but I know that my voice is important, and I have valuable things to say. So I am going to use my courage, and I'm going to speak up anyways, okay? The proactive brain can then take control so that you can follow through with your goals even though you feel fear or nervousness. And the more you do this and use your proactive brain, the stronger it gets and the easier it will be to overcome that automatic fear response. Okay? Now, just like you need a consistent practice of exercise to build a healthy body, or pronunciation training to build clear spoken English, you also need a consistent thought practice to build greater confidence so you can speak English freely. So my third strategy for you today that will help you overcome your fear of speaking English is to practice confident thoughts. Now let's go back to my example with the scorpions. My automatic thoughts before getting stung were thoughts such as, getting stung by a scorpion is going to hurt so bad. And what if a scorpion sneaks up on me and stings me, and I don't think I'll be able to handle that kind of pain. Okay? And of course, these thoughts created so much fear in my body. Now, after I experienced being stung by a scorpion, my thoughts shifted to, that was it? That wasn't so bad. I got stung and it was uncomfortable and painful, but I survived and I can handle it. Do you see the shift that happened in my thinking that really minimized the fear so it wasn't so overwhelming to me? You can do the same with speaking English, okay? I want you to get aware of the thoughts in your mind that are causing this fear inside of you. Then I want you to work to reframe those thoughts to more confident, empowering thoughts. For example, maybe your thoughts are, I can't speak up because then I'll make mistakes and feel embarrassed. Or maybe it's, if I make mistakes in my English, then they won't think I'm professional enough to be here and I'll be rejected. Of course, these thoughts are leading you to stay silent in fear. But what if you shifted those thoughts intentionally to something like, I can speak up because even though I will make mistakes, it's okay for me to make mistakes. Or mistakes are how I learn and grow. Or you can think, I am a professional and have valuable things to add to this conversation. You could also even think, English is not my first language, and these people are probably really impressed that I speak multiple languages, which could very well be true. Now, this thought is a valid option to think. You have no idea what they're thinking, so why not assume the best so that you can feel courageous and confident? Now, all of these thought options are available to you. You get to decide how you think about yourself. No one else has that power over you. Of course, your thoughts might be different than the examples I gave here today, but the point is that you have the ability right now to get really aware of the thoughts that are keeping you silent and in fear. Get curious about those thoughts and ask yourself if you want to keep those thoughts and continue getting the same results that you're getting now, or do you want to practice new, more empowering thoughts that will help you minimize the fear so that you can speak up and get new results in your life? The choice is yours, and I hope you choose confident thoughts because your voice is important. You have unique skills, expertise, experience, and perspective that we all need to hear. And when you add your voice to the conversation, we all win. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. All right, if you liked what you learned here today, then please like this video and share it with your friends and family. I'd really appreciate it. And when you're ready to take your learning to the next level, then you'll definitely want to join my Pronunciation Pro online training program by clicking the link below. My program gives you all of the training and support you need to speak American English clearly and with incredible confidence. You'll be amazed with the results you get with this high-level professional training. I can't wait to work with you inside my program. Hope to see you soon.
Your voice is important and needs to be heard. If you're ready to speak English clearly and with greater confidence, I invite you to start your free 7-day trial at pronunciationpro.com.